Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking all about Tempe Town Lake. Hey guys, we're over here at the beautiful Tempe Town Lake. We're doing Tempe area, but Tempe, there's so much to do and so much to see that we're gonna break it down into 3 different parts for you guys. This part here, as you can see right behind us, is Tempe Town Lake.
So this area in Tempe, and we'll show you a little bit more about it when we get to the map, but it is right, probably like 5 minutes from this Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
Yep.
So it makes it a very, very popular place. Also, this is home to ASU, Arizona State University. So there's a lot of educational opportunities, as well as a lot of people like to live here that are affiliated with the university. And then as you can see behind us, there are tons of different businesses that have made the Tempe Town Lake area either their corporate headquarters or the regional headquarters.
Yep, right over there, guys. If you can see it on the far left building there, that's State Farm's headquarters. And then some of these others are the headquarters for at least the state of Arizona, if not the Southwest in general. Right behind us, we have Deloitte, KPMG, Silicon Valley Bank, Carvana is right here as well. So tons of different business opportunities, especially in the finance and high-tech sectors. And being right next to ASU, if you see these buildings, ASU is actually right behind that. If you see the mountain right behind Silicon Valley Bank, that's actually what's called A Mountain, where ASU paints the mountain, has a big A on it and stuff. So right next to all that, so both the high tech for the university and educational opportunities and all these businesses behind. Excellent area, and that's why it gets so popular.
Yeah, and one of the things that people like about this area is the proximity to their offices. So in this area, there tends to be a lot of urban living. So by that we mean high rises, kind of mid-rise condos and things like that. And we're going to go look at a couple of them. There's also, if you don't want to purchase something, there's a lot of new development, new apartment buildings that are going in. I don't know if you can see way down the way, but the skeleton of that building that they're building down there is going to be a new high-rise apartment complex.
Yep, and there's several high-rise apartment complexes just behind us here on the other side of KPMG as well, all along Mill Avenue and 6th Street. Tons of different options there. But one of the nice things about Tempe Town Lake here is it's actually a dammed up part of the Salt River, which runs through our state and creates a nice little lake right here, right in the center of the city, right next to Phoenix Sky Harbor, minutes from downtown, right here by ASU. So lets you do some kayaking, boating, although
it doesn't look like it today, but this place does get really pretty busy, especially on the weekends, and especially more in the fall and the spring and the winter time.
Yes.
A little warm today.
Exactly. But if you are into the water sports or fishing and stuff like that, excellent area. Although you can't bring any power boats or anything else out here. It's too narrow, too small. But just getting out on the water if you want to, enjoying some kayaking, some paddle boating, things of that nature.
You know what
Wonderful
I saw
area.
too? I don't know, I've never tried it. I'd like to try it sometime, but they actually have yoga on paddleboards. So who wouldn't like to try that?
Exactly.
You just don't want to fall in the water, I don't think.
No, this is unfortunately being a very urban area and being dammed up part of the Salt River. There's not a lot of flow going through, so the water is a little bit dirty. I wouldn't recommend swimming in here, although if you want to, go ahead. Just make sure take a shower afterwards and stuff. But it is a wonderful area. Oh, and one more thing for you guys here. There are volleyball courts here as well. There's actually sand right here in Tempe Town Lake. So if you want to enjoy some sand, some volleyball or other beach sports, again, great area.
So taking a look at Tempe Town Lake here on the map, so you can see it is just to the east or to the right of Sky Harbor Airport. You can see circling it right here. It's kind of outlined in red for you. And then also just to the east of downtown Phoenix. Just going to be just south of Scottsdale, just to the west of Mesa. So you are very centrally located. Have the highways all around you. You have the 101 here going up and down. Then the 202 here, and then just south of you, you're going to have the 60 as well as the I-10 south right here, and quick access over to the 51 over to the left, and the I-17 a little bit further to the left. So whether or not you need to get North Valley, East, South, West Valley, wherever you need to go, Tempe Town Lake area is going to be very centrally located. Now zooming in a little bit more for you guys. Tempe Town Lake, just to the north of you, you have Papago Park. As I mentioned, it is a fantastic area bordering Scottsdale, being in Tempe, also bordering Mesa and Phoenix. Very easy to get to wherever you want to go. But it is a very popular area here for you can rent a boat. And what Tempe Town Lake is, as we mentioned earlier, is the Salt River is dammed up right down over here on the left. And that creates a reservoir here, which is Tempe Town Lake. But there is boating. You can rent little paddle boards or electric boats to explore the lake's waters. There's fishing. It's stocked with fish, making it great for sport fishing. There's catfish, bass, and trout, and several other species. Tons of running and biking and walking trails all throughout, right in the Tempe Town Lake, as well as just north of you over in Papago Park area. Now, one fun thing would be stand-up paddleboard yoga. It's something I've never tried, but would be pretty interesting. There's also picnicking. There are several beach areas around here as well. Tons of sightseeing, and it is beautiful right there on the lake with Papago right behind you, and then downtown Phoenix just over to the west. And it's also just a very, very relaxing area as well. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit on satellite here for you guys. As you can see, when we zoom in, Papago Park right here to the north with all those hiking and biking trails and walking trails. This is Tempe Town Lake right in between. As you can see, there's the dam right here. And then just on the the south side is a large business district. Zoom in a bit more for you guys. And some of the main businesses here, State Farm has one of their large headquarters here, as well as Wells Fargo, Insight Industries, Northern Trust, Microchip is here as well, so is Honeywell Aerospace, Shutterfly, and now American Airways too. And they're still building up tons and tons more. As you can see over to the right, all of this open area here, these are currently parking lots. They're planning on building here, as well as over all of this area that you see here that's brown. They're currently either building right now or planning on building there too. Then on the north side of Tempe Town Lake, there's a bunch of other businesses, shops, restaurants, some hotels, apartments, things of that nature. On the north side as well as the south side, you're going to have some beaches. There's the volleyball courts, bunch of sandy areas. On the south side is going to be more the park area. You do still have some up here on the north shore, but it's going to be larger there on the south shore. This large, the Tempe Beach Splash Playground here at Rio Salado Park, as well as all of this area all along the water's edge. Going right over to the Tempe Center for the Arts. It's just fantastic and beautiful. You do have the views of the mountain here, Hayden Butte, which is also known as A Mountain. Being right next to ASU, you do have all the amenities that ASU has to offer. In terms of shopping, you do have everything off of Mill Avenue, nice and close to you right here. Then let's zoom out a little bit more. And so one of the other areas nice and close is over right here in the corner of the 202 and 101. This is Tempe Marketplace, which is very close to you. Tons of shopping off of Scottsdale Road on the north shore of the Salt River. Then continuing down, as soon as you pass the river, Scottsdale Road turns into rural. And then you do have ASU and all the other shopping areas down here. Going just north of you, you're not too far from the Sky Song area. And all along Scottsdale Road is going to be tons of different restaurants and shopping options for you. Then not too far, let's zoom out a little bit here for you guys. Go back to regular view. So not too far, and we're right here. So just north of you on Scottsdale Road, you're going to hit Old Town Scottsdale for all that shopping, which is no more than 10 minutes away. And you also have Biltmore area, which has tons of shopping for you as well, which is also 10 to 15 minutes away from Tempe Town Lake. Then also going over to the left or to the west, you're going to have downtown Phoenix with all the things that they have to offer there. Now, I know what you're thinking is, why would we want to go into Tempe Town Lake? As I mentioned, central location, the climate is amazing. Close to nature, even though you're in the heart of the city, having Papago Park area there is fantastic. That way you get that nice nature and serene area. Also, the education and employment opportunities being right next to ASU, next to all of those businesses that are continually being built right here on the south shore of Tempe Town Lake, as well as all the dining and entertainment options. You do have professional sports right in the area. Going over downtown Phoenix is right where the Phoenix Suns play. Right now, the Coyotes are actually playing down over here in Tempe. And then you also have the Phoenix Rising, the soccer team, playing right here as well. Let's take a look at some of the housing options. So most of the housing options right here in Tempe Town Lake are going to be more urban style, but there are still a good amount of actual single-family homes. Most of the single-family homes in this area are going to be down over here to the south and to the west. And these are generally going to be a bit older homes. Let's go ahead and zoom in, get you guys on a street view so you can see kind of what some of these look like. Let's go right here. So these are some typical homes that you'll see right here in the Tempe Town Lake area. As you can see, you have the older single-family homes and then tons of urban living. As you can see, all different kinds of apartment and condo complexes right here, as well as some high rises for that urban living lifestyle. Now if we continue up the street, you're also going to see all this urban living here on the left, the apartment and condo style living. That's going to be a majority of what it is. Especially being so close to ASU, you're going to have a lot of that urban living. And ASU is going to have a ton of urban living options for you too. Let's go down to some of the other neighborhoods around. Next to some of the parks here, as you can see, most of these homes were built anywhere from the 50s to the 80s, so they're all going to be a little bit older. And that also means they're generally going to be more affordable, especially renting options too, being so close to ASU. It's going to be fairly easy to rent these out to students throughout the year, or at least throughout the school year. So it'll be a great second source of income if that's something you're trying to do, or just have a great single-family home in a desirable location, nice and close to all the amenities that we have to offer. There's going to be tons of parks all throughout as well, which is always a nice thing to have. Now let's show you some of the stuff on the north side, what that's going to be like. Again, you're going to have quite a few apartment and condo style living, such as these options here. Going through. And there are still some single-family homes up in this area as well. Let's go just up to here. And these homes are going to be about the same age as the ones down in Tempe proper. This area here is going to be also Tempe, but you will border the South Scottsdale area as well. And the homes in South Scottsdale are also going to be a little bit older. So to recap for Tempe Town Lake, if you are looking for something that is very centrally located, if you are into that urban lifestyle, want to be nice and close to some of these businesses here, or if you happen to work at ASU in general, or even downtown Phoenix or some of the other areas, it could be a fantastic spot for you. But one thing with Tempe Town Lake and the area right around it, as I mentioned, most of the housing options are going to be more that urban lifestyle. So if you do like that urban lifestyle, this could be a fantastic area for you. But there's still some single family options if you want to be nice and close to.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Tempe Town Lake vlog and adventure we've gone on. Let us know down below what your favorite parts were and if there's any parts that you really wanted to see in this area that we left out. So we're always here to help.
Yep, that's right. So, like I said, we covered a lot today. We know that, but just in case you still have questions, we're here for you. And so feel free to reach out to us. You can call us, you can text us, email us, whatever way is most easiest for you to reach out to us. We're here for you, and we want to be able to answer all your questions.
Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.